Just a gorgeous fall afternoon in the heart of Texas. No weather to speak of. Sun out, roof open. Yes, yes, and yes. A great day for football at AT&T Stadium in Arlington. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Arizona Cardinals and the Dallas Cowboys. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
Right here, right here.
They'll run on first down. Swift. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down. Okay, there's a tone setter. First play from scrimmage. Stuff them in the backfield.
You know what they were doing last night in the hotel room? Visualizing exactly that. That's what they were thinking about. Making that play, having leverage, lower than the offensive lineman, getting into the offensive backfield, knocking someone down. Just what you said, setting the tone early for this game.
Jeez, you are fired up.
When I see a play like that, I can't help it.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Cards will take over first and 10. Murray and the Cardinals with a first and 10 at their own 26. On the ground, this is Rashad Penny. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 15 yards that time, and the Cardinals move the chains.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
The straight-ahead running, I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. First down, Murray. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down. Here's second and 10 now from the 35. Murray looks to throw again, second and 10. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Chidobe Awuzie there to make the play in coverage.
We talk all the time about playmakers on offense, but let's face it, there are plenty of playmakers on defense, too. I think we just saw an example of one, didn't we? Not force that incompletion.
Yeah, he's a great corner. They got a couple of them on that side of the football. Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on third.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. So distance not the issue there. He had plenty of leg to get it there. It's that darn upright getting in the way.
Always gets in the way of a good time, doesn't it? Because he hit it square, too. Sometimes you can bank one in if you get it on the end of the football. No such luck there for him.
Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Tackle made there by Budda Baker. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Hey, team 6. Team 6. 50, Mike, 50. Come on, baby. Come on, let's go.
Looking to throw on second down. Cousins Letting one fly deep for Cooper. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Amari Cooper, his intended receiver, and now it's third down. The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10.
Hey, box drop, box drop.
From the shotgun, it's Cousins. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
I think the punter might start to get into a pretty good rhythm here if he keeps getting opportunities. But that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time.
Yeah, first quarter only, but they're 0 for 2 on 3rd down conversions to start this thing. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at the 20. They'll start on the ground. It's Rashad Penny. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. DeMarcus Lawrence, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. After the sack, oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile.
Shoot! Watch the shoot! Check 3, check 3! Check, check!
Murray now. And he fires one that's intercepted. Xavier Woods with a pick. And they will finally run him down, but not until he brings this one all the way back down inside the 10-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
We want it! Come Greystone, grab it. Check 3, check 3.
On 2nd down, it's Pollard. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them. To a field goal.
14-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run.
And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Murray again, 2nd and 10. Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Lewis. And he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick sixes.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Murray trying again after the pick six. Being chased out left. That'll be caught by his tight end, Ian Thomas. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25. So finally completes his first pass. Credit the defense, though. They've been showing him some different looks, keeping him off balance.
Yeah, I like the observation that you had there, because when you give him different looks and give any quarterback different looks, it takes just a little bit longer to process sometimes, and you don't throw the ball with the same confidence. You're not sure that that's where you should go with the football, and that's worked for the defense early in this game, and now he's got his first completion. Let's see if his confidence comes back, and he starts to get into a nice little groove.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Murray, and that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Here's Murray from midfield. And a throw there going to be incomplete. Here comes the Cardinals punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. That's fielded at the 8-yard line. A 39-yard punt, a return of 5. And the Cowboys will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it 1st and 10. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Go defense. Our time. It's our time.
A 1st down throw for Cousins. Got his man there complete to Gallup. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 12-yard line. After one, it's 9-0. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. To throw, Cousins. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Malik Collins breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7.
Well, if an offense is going to throw the ball on this part of the field, any pass rusher will tell you that's his favorite part. Gets a chance to get after the quarterback. It's almost like a reverse red zone. They can create points using their defense, and this time they take their man down.
Hey, Orbit. Leave it, 48.
Back near the goal line, Cousins. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked by Deontay Thompson, and he will score. Touchdown, Cardinals. Point after here coming up. And they're back within a couple at 9-7 now. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now, but the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, got the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
The lane opens up that time as he'll be brought down just short of a first after a gain of about 9. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Brings up 2nd and a yard at the Cardinals' 28-yard line.
The previous run good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
Push him back. Ring up 48.
They'll try the left side. Swift. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They'll try to throw now. Cousins to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Throwing is Cousins. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. Pollard going to try the right side. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. They've been stuffed twice here for losses. Now it's 3rd and goal. From the gun, here's Cousins. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Amari Cooper. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Certainly there are good things about quick strike offenses that score fast, but a long drive can also work to your advantage as well.
In so many ways, Brandon, because number one, you get them tired, but the big one is mentally. They can't figure out how to slow you down, how to get off the field, how to get the ball back. They go to the bench wondering, what are we going to do next time in order to stop those guys?
This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. Hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL.
Check 55, Mike. Man, I got you. Man, I got you.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Murray. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs.
Murray's pass complete to Stephon Diggs. It's a gain of 11, and it's 3rd down.
Murray to throw on 3rd and 1. He gets it to Thomas. And down inside the 15 he goes. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 13-yard line. From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Murray's going to keep this himself on the RPO. This goes to Barber, the running back. And he'll be brought down well short of the first at about the 9-yard line. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and that's going to make it 4th down. And this one is right through. And the deficit trimmed to 6 now. It's 16-10. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and they're going to have a 3rd down. Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Chidobe with a pick. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
From the 30 on 2nd down, Cousins. And this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That'll go as a loss of 5. And that'll make it 3rd and 13.
3 down, 3 down. Alert flare. Check.
Looking out of the gun, Cousins. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
He'll buy some time right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down. 2nd and 10 now from the 27. Back to the air on second down, it's Murray. And Thomas has it. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain there of 21 yards.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. Throwing on first down is Murray. Thomas has got it, complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 27. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off Byron Jones. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Brian Body Calhoun. And he'll bring it back to about the 5-yard line. And that pick just sets him up beautifully right down near the goal line.
I remember being in a defensive meeting back when I was in college, and our defensive coordinator says, we're going to call this Be Who You Are defense. D lineman, you play the run. Linebacker.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Ian Thomas with touchdown number 8 on the year, as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. Now the extra point try forthcoming. And that one puts them on top here in the 3rd.
Makes the score Cardinals 17, Cowboys 16.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Brian Body Calhoun.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
A gain of 10, 1st down, Arizona. Murray now on 1st down. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Rashad Penny, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals turning that interception into a touchdown. No problem there on the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again.
And my goodness, another interception. Buda Baker with a pick. And they will finally stop him, but a great return. Gets that football all the way down to the 16-yard line. After the turnover, here's Murray. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. DeMarcus Lawrence make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
That's his second sack of the game, and the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Murray's going to keep this himself on the RPO, and he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Only a yard in the completion. It's 2nd and goal.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight end.
And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Rashad Penny with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Cards use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. The extra point up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Let's go. Let's go.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And last time, 1 play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action.
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
1st down. Here's Cousins. Blitz coming, and down he goes. The linebacker Jordan Hicks flying in there for the sack.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast and a big sack. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Cousins. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd and 16. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. Malik Collins able to record his 5th sack of the season. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out.
Get that quarterback. Get that quarterback.
Now Cousins on 4th down. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Jason Garrett might be wanting to reconsider the decision to go for it there. Then the Cardinals will now take over with excellent field position. Well, here's a good way to kick off a drive, complete over the middle. And they move this all the way down to the 9. 23 yards, the final tally.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, fourth quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Ian Thomas, a beast in the red zone with his second touchdown of the game. And the Cardinals push further out in front. The point after is good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And last time out, went for it on fourth down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned it 6 points, so they've got to recover. Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down. Chandler Jones able to record his 5th sack of the season. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Run for Pollard. And not much there at all. He's up only to about the 16-yard line. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Fielded just inside the 30. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now. Tyrone Crawford in on the tackle. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. This offense has had a lot to like in this game. I don't know that last play, though, is going to make the highlight reel.
It's not going to make the highlight reel, but it will be the focus of the film session that the team has to sit through. I've sat through those before. Never any fun. You're always excited about your good plays, and they actually fast forward through those. All right, that was good. All right, great. They get to the bad ones and really illuminate them. Not cool.
This will be caught inside the 10. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Murray's going to look to throw this thing. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. Chidobe Awuzie there to make the play in coverage. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. To throw, it's Murray. This one caught by Isabella. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 5 yards that time on the completion. And now it's 3rd and goal. Here's Penny. And he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Cardinals push further out in front. Extra point safely through. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away.
At their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember.
And now here is another interception. Picked up by Breanne Bonnie Calhoun. And the return will stop right around the 25. Cooper was the intended target. Murray now on first down. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. The sack by Robert Quinn. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Arizona, the win gets them back over 500 at 5-4 on the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Dallas, they are barely afloat as they fall to 4-5. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Philly to face off with the Eagles. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.